So good afternoon and a very warm welcome to you all here in the Buddhist Society at Eccleston Square and online, wherever you're logging in from in the world. The Buddhist Society welcomes you. Thank you for coming today and joining this online and in-person Sangha. We'll sit for about 30 minutes, starting in a few minutes, but firstly I'm going to start in our usual way and I'll light some incense and some candles. Is anyone here allergic to incense? Thank you. And then I'll read the dedication of offerings and we'll sit for about 30 minutes or so. And I will offer some brief guidance just at the beginning, as I know there are some people that are arriving here for the first time today. The dedication of offerings. To the Blessed One, the Lord who fully attained perfect enlightenment, to the teaching which he expounded so well, and to the Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, to these, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, we render with offerings our rightful homage. It is well for us that the Blessed One, having attained liberation, still had compassion for later generations. May these simple offerings be accepted for our long-lasting benefit and for the happiness it gives us. The Lord, the perfectly enlightened and Blessed One, I render homage to the Buddha, the Blessed One. The teaching so completely explained by him, I bow to the Dharma. The Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, I bow to the Sangha. Recollection of the Buddha. A good word of the Blessed One's reputation has spread as follows. He, the Blessed One, is indeed the Pure One, the perfectly enlightened one. He is impeccable in conduct and understanding, the accomplished one, the knower of the worlds. He trains perfectly those who wish to be trained. He is teacher of gods and humans. He is awake and holy. The supreme praise of the Buddha. The Buddha, the truly worthy one, endowed with such excellent qualities, whose being is composed of purity, transcendental wisdom and compassion, who has enlightened the wise like the sun awakening the lotus. I bow my head to that peaceful chief of conquerors, the Buddha, who is the safe, secure refuge of all beings. As the first object of recollection, I venerate him with bowed head. I am indeed the Buddha's servant. The Buddha is my Lord and guide. The Buddha is sorrow's destroyer and bestows blessings on me. To the Buddha I dedicate this body and life, and in devotion I will walk the Buddha's path of awakening. For me, there is no other refuge. The Buddha is my excellent refuge. By the utterance of this truth, may I grow in the Master's way. By my devotion to the Buddha and the blessings of this practice, by its power, may all obstacles be overcome. So I invite you now to come to a reasonably comfortable and upright sitting position, as much as your bodies will allow. And do get comfortable, please. And a good place to begin, if you're new to practice or if you're just returning after a break, is just to close your eyes or have them downcast at a blank carpet and allow your attention to drop downwards to the soles of your feet if you're sitting on a chair, or if you're sitting on a cushion on the floor, it would be your ankles and shins. So allow your attention to drop into the points of contact with the ground that supports you. And as you receive this invitation, just notice what you do with it. See if you can begin to pay very close attention to where your attention actually goes. So the invitation is to notice the contact with the floor, the sensation, the feeling. Now, it's very common just to find yourself thinking about the contact or imagining it, visualizing it. That's absolutely fine and normal. But just see if you can notice what you're actually doing. So this draws our attention out of our heads and our thinking minds downwards into our body. And see if you can relax as you do this. There's nothing to get wrong or right here. The invitation is simply to notice. And then I invite you to bring your attention to your sitting bones on the chair or the cushion. And in the same way, see if you can just feel the contact with the chair or the cushion. And as you do so, notice where your attention actually goes. And again, the invitation is to keep the attention relaxed and soft, kind and gentle. Just notice. And then I invite you to move your attention up again into your back and your spine in particular. See if you can just align your spine with your neck and your neck with your head so that everything's in a reasonably upright column. And again, just notice the sensations in the back, the contact with the chair, if you're sitting on a chair or a settee, or if you're sitting unsupported, how does that feel? And then I invite you to see if you can get a general sense of the whole of your body, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, taking in the contact with the chair, the sitting bones. And just spend a moment or two feeling the whole of your body. Feel the clothes on your skin surface and the air on your hands and your face. And then I invite you to connect with your breath, just leaving your breath just as it is, not altering it in any way. Just see if you can pick up the sensation of the movement caused by the breath. Wherever it occurs most easily for you to notice, just see if you can locate your attention there. In the chest or in the abdomen, or at the rim of the nostrils. Again, the invitation is also to keep the attention relaxed, light, gentle, and above all, kind and compassionate. So let the breath be your place of return, your anchor. And as we enter into our period of silence, just notice what happens to your attention. Keep it kind, keep it gentle, and allow the breath to be the center of your attention. So please feel free to move and stretch and readjust your posture. And just notice how you are. Some notices from the Buddhist Society. There are lunchtime meditations here at the Buddhist Society on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, all at this time, 12:40 to 1:20. And I'll be here again next week at the same time. This evening, there is the Zen class and the Theravada class, both at 6:30, and they're here. They're online as well as being here at Eccleston Square. A week today, in the evening, there is also the Introduction to Buddhism class for this term starts at 6:30. On Sunday, there is Zen Sunday starting at 11 o'clock. For the login details and further details on all of those classes, please see the Buddhist Society website, where you'll find all the login numbers. And the Buddhist Society thanks you all very much for joining this online and in-person Sangha. I'm going to close today by reading the reflections on universal well-being and then the closing homage. The reflection on universal well-being. May I abide in well-being, in freedom from affliction, in freedom from hostility, in freedom from ill will, in freedom from anxiety, and may I maintain well-being in myself. May everyone abide in well-being, in freedom from hostility, in freedom from ill will, in freedom from anxiety, and may they maintain well-being in themselves. May all beings be released from all suffering, and may they not be parted from the good fortune they have attained. When they act upon intention, all beings are the owners of their action and inherit its results. Their future is born from such action, companion to such action, and its results will be their home. All actions with intention, be they skillful or harmful, of such acts they will be the heirs. The closing homage. The Lord, the perfectly enlightened and blessed one, I render homage to the Buddha, the Blessed One. The teachings so completely explained by him, I bow to the Dharma. The Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, I bow to the Sangha. So thank you once again for attending this class, this meditation session, and joining this Sangha together. I wish you all a good week.